Today I'll show you how to make some modular hedges and planter boxes for use in our D&D medieval city. So to get started, we're going to need some large craft sticks. I got these from Michael's, some popsicle sticks or small craft sticks, and some aquarium filler. I got these at Michael's, but you can also find them at PetSmart and sometimes at the Dollar Tree. So starting off, I'm going to take the large craft stick and then mark off 3 sections. There's 2 3-inch sections and a 1-inch section. And these are going to be the foundation for all of our planter boxes and hedgerows. Next, we're going to need to cut off a few sections from our small popsicle sticks. We're going to need 4 of the 3-inch sections and 4 1-inch sections for each of the large planters, and then 4 1-inch sections for the small planter. Now, using a little bit of hot glue, I'm going to just make a fairly simple framework on the bottom layer. Now, because these craft sticks are exactly 1 inch wide, I did end up needing to trim down the 1-inch sections of popsicle stick just to make sure that they fit. It's pretty quick, just measure a couple times, clip it off as needed, make sure you don't clip too much, and then it's just a little bit more hot glue and affixing it into place. Now, a lot of the glue will kind of ooze out the sides. I find it very helpful to remove that as you go and just kind of keep things a little bit clean as the crafting process unfolds. Now, as you can see, it's taking me a little bit of time to remove all the glue that is kind of oozed out. That's because I let it solidify, and that actually made it a lot harder to remove. If it's still a little warm, then it's a lot easier to take off. Alright, so now we're going to do a second layer on top of this, and that will put it at roughly waist height for our D&D models. Now, to kind of make it look like there's a little bit more of woodworking involved in the process, I'm reversing how these are put together. I'm using slightly thinner or slightly shorter of the long pieces and full-sized of the short pieces, just to kind of give it a staggered box appearance. Now, once all the glue has been trimmed off and it's solidified, I'm just going to very carefully taper the edges of the 4 corners, just to kind of give it a little bit of extra character. Now, you especially want to be careful not to cut a little too deep. You don't want to suddenly have to rebuild the box because it trimmed a little bit too much. Alright, so now for our small planter box, I trimmed all 4 of these pieces just a little bit, and we're going to just very quickly glue them into place. And this is going to be a quick, simple little planter box. Quick removal of the glue, and then I will go ahead and taper the 4 corners on this as well. Alright, nice, simple, and easy, and now it's time for some painting. Alright, So I took this out and gave it a quick coating in some camouflage flat brown, and now we're going to do a little bit of an overbrush in some raw sienna from Artist Loft. This will give it a nice wood appearance and just kind of really highlight some of the little imperfections in the craft sticks. Now for the taller boxes here, I'm not going to do any painting on the inside, just the top rim. But here for the smaller one, I do the outside and the top rim, but I also do the inside just in case there's any empty spaces or spots where you can see inside. And then I give all of them a quick weathering with some warm gray from Master's Touch, just because these are all going to be set in an exterior place whenever I use them on the table. I want them to have that appearance that they've, got that age and weather worn look to them. Alright, and now that those are done and drying, it's time to add the plants. So the first type of aquarium filler we're going to use is this. This is kind of like a little bush. It's got 4 pieces, and we're going to start by fluffing them out and then do a blob of hot glue on the bottom, and then that's just going to tuck right into one side. Now you can do 3 of these per large planter, but I think 4 gives it a little bit more of a full appearance, and that's kind of what I wanted. These are going to be great for blocking line of sight and kind of providing cover. For D&D, I would say that these would give a +2 AC if you're behind them. Alright, so now we're going to use this other filler. These are kind of like little stem plants. I'm not entirely sure what they're called, but I'm going to just take a few little clippings of them and glue one down into each corner, and then once these are glued down, I'll glue one more directly down into the center. Now unfortunately they didn't quite have stems long enough for me to glue the center one down first, so it'll end up kind of getting glued to the other leaves, but that's and just like that, we are finished. Alright, so that was a quick little episode today, but you can see that they are pretty quick to put together, and I like how they can be used to kind of fill out a scene, add a little bit of color to a otherwise empty city. So thank you all for watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe for future content, comment in the comments section, and we will see everyone next episode.